I mean, let's see how MBLab works. I'm mixing my words right now, I see, but there's nothing new in that. Okay, are you seeing my Blender screen?
Yep.
Good. Okay, I'll close up this Blender Kit asset bar. So if you don't have Blender Kit yet, so I would recommend you to open it or make it possible in the add-ons. So here in the preferences, where it was Blender Kit, I think it was in Add Mesh. Okay, MBLab is enabled, as you can see. And by the way, yes, this was something I wanted to show you. Here, if you don't want to have these black bars on what you're doing, then on the character, I mean, then you can click sensors away from the preferences. It won't give your male character dicks, but it will show more than with the sensors on. Not that I would really want to see a lot of dicks here. Okay, where was Blender Kit? Okay, I'll just search for it. Okay, there it is in 3D view, Blender Kit Online Asset Library. So that will help you find, for instance, textures and even scenes and sometimes assets. Not all of them are free, but the free ones are pretty good. Okay, so I'll get rid of the basic cube. And then now that I have MBLab enabled, I can see it here. And let's go see what it looks like. Many of you have probably already tried it out, so but maybe I can show you things that where I made mistakes earlier so that you can avoid them. Okay, so the basic female male, I think I want to make a male this time, and not one of the anime characters or dwarves or elves, but a human one. So what kind of male should we create? Afro, Asian, Caucasian, Latino? Tell me.
Can you try the dwarf, or do you want a normal one?
No, I'm in a human mood, so I'll make a okay. Latino male. Okay, and I want to use the Eevee engine, and this is not going to be an animatable character, so I will not click on these basic muscles or invest kinematic, although they are interesting, and when you have time, you might want to try them out. But what I do want to have is these portrait studio lights, then I don't need to create them extra. Okay, and then after that, I click on create character, and then I will get to these after creation tools. There we go. So now it takes a bit of time, but not much. And it's making it quite small, but it's not a problem because we can always go closer. Okay, so there's our basic Latino male. And he's 33 years old right now. And I just wish that my blender will not crash. Okay, let's make him a little bit slimmer. And maybe give him a little bit more muscle. Not that much though. Maybe that's too much now. Then there's this character library that I can use instead of these. So it's not very intuitive that when I click here, then the actual tools will appear down here, but that's how it goes. Well, this is a free add-on, so there are a lot of these types. Once you have a special type, fat brute. Tried out the evil genius and I was not very convinced about it. So if I click one of these types, then I will lose all the settings I have made here. So this time I don't want to have. But these are quite nice. These phenotypes. So I'll keep it as a North American this time. I could also say mix the two templates together. Anyway, then there's the body measures. Also, there's a random generator if you want to do a completely random character. In body measures, by the way, I'll close the character library. There are, yeah, like the different parts of the body. I haven't tried out the fantasy yet. What do have? Okay, I get pointed ears and so on, and pupils of a cat or teeth of a vampire or an orc. Yeah, the whole set. But as I said, I want to keep this guy a human for now. Okay, there's the face. And by the way, if you're using this on a Mac and then you're going to the material shading mode or here to the rendered mode, there will be a mismatch, or there's something wrong with the add-on on the Mac side. All the other parts are working well, but not. But then you'll have to make adjustments to the. Well, actually rewire the whole set of materials if you want it to work. It's that horrible bug over there. But now we are in the Windows world, so everything should be working, and I want to see his face a bit closer there. Let's see. So, ellipsoid face. Yeah, why not? Make it less like a triangle, or more like a triangle, maybe. There's something I don't like about his cheeks, so I could change that. But yes, obviously you can adjust these for a long time and also use a long time. And I'm trying not to bore you here too much.
Is the settings like because sometimes this what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So is this like always modifiable? Like these settings doesn't disappear at some point. So
They do.
They do. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll get to that point pretty soon.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say that I'm happy with him right now. I'm not, but for the sake of argument, let's say I'm happy. So then after I have set his or her body, then there's the after creation tools. And I get to them after I have gone to the finalized tools. Oh, by the way, the skin editor, I wanted to change his eyes. Okay, here. Okay, now he has that kind of eyes, so I want to change a little bit on the saturation, make them lighter and change the hue maybe. So here with the hue of the eyes, you just have to try out where you get which colors. Also, the freckles are quite high on him right now. I'll make them a little bit lower, and also he's very oily. Let's make him less oily. Okay, so I think I'm halfway happy with him now. So then there's the finalized tools. Close the skin editor. So here there's the save images and backup, and then okay, finalize with textures. So if you want to be sure what you're doing, then you click first here on the save images and backup files. Then if you want to be double sure before you go here, you save the Blender file. Okay, I have a folder already here for MBLab people, so I'll save him here. I'll call him Latino man, Latino Mies, number 1. So now that was just saving the Blender file. Now I'll save the images. That will take a bit of time. Okay, did it do anything? It should have given me the save options, but I think it already did it. Okay, then I'll click on the finalize, and after that I can't go back to modifying him here, but of course I can go to the Blender sculpting tools and sculpt him there. Okay, finalize. Okay, it's taking its time. And if you're wondering what's there, what is here on his nipples, it's the rigging the bones. And the same is visible here at the top of his head. Okay, and now it's saved, and now all these after creation tools are at my disposal. So there's the face rig. for instance, that I can either create or not. I'm a little bit in a hurry, but yeah, maybe I'll just show the face rig here, and so that you can see what it's like. Create face rig. Okay, so here it has created this face rig that is animatable, but I'm not needing that for my character right now, so I'll just delete it. I hope the delete button works. Okay, but I do want to have some face expressions. And why is it not working? Okay, first, I think I first need to do the face rig. Okay. And now there's an error. Okay, I don't know why the face expressions are not working right now. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But there are about 25 or 30 different face expressions that you can put on your character, and also mix them together. It was probably my first creating the face rig and then destroying it that made the expressions not available right now for this character. I don't know. Anyway, what else can you get here? There are poses and ready-made animation, and somehow it doesn't want to give those to me. Okay, but it does give me the hair. By the way, the proxy fitting means clothes, but we are not going to use that way of making clothes. We are going to make them with the Blender cloth generator. Okay, so with hair, the hair is not quite automatic, not like you saw with the metahumans, but you can change the color of it or give it like a ready-made color. Let's say I want him to be a brunette. And then there's hair from selected. This will then use the the standard Blender hair generator, which I will now use. You remember this from last week, of course. So let's go to edit mode. And select places where I want hair. Okay, he has a weird bump on his head. Okay, I didn't see that when I was creating him. Okay, so I'll probably would have to change it, or then just cover it with hair. Yeah, that's his head shape is really strange. Don't know when that happened. Okay, and maybe there's a bit too much hair go here. Oh, well, it's not there yet, but okay, and for good measure, I'll save this as a vertex group, and you can see that there are lots of vertex groups for the bones already. I think Isabel or Ida explained you this, but I'll create a new vertex group and call it Sculpt, and assign these vertices there, although it's actually not needed for this purpose. Okay, and back to the MB lab, and now it should work that I click here, hair from selected. And there it is. And of course it has to be edited. And if I go here to the hair properties, I can find it over there. And also I can take the particle edit and comb his hair and make it shorter. But this is something that you should already know, of course, from the previous lessons. I could have made it shorter right away before starting to comb it. Are there any former hairdressers here in the group? Because hairdressers, they really know how to do this, how to put the, so if you really want to make hair, you make it in several groups, that you have one group of hair for the here, one group of hair that is over here, and then another group of hair. So there should be at least 4 hair groups on a person's head if you really want to make it look good. And then you comb them one by one, just like a hairdresser would do on real hair. But I'm now in a kind of hurry. So he will get this 1980s look, maybe a rocker. Let's see how it would look. Okay, maybe it's time to go away from particle edit. Okay. From some angles, it looks almost okay. So this is brunette. Okay, let's leave it at that. I could change the color still, but I think I'll leave it this kind of color. And at this point, I will save it again. Okay, and now I have basically created my character. It wasn't very hard, was it?